PBS is in search of America's best-loved novel and needs your help. The Great American Read, a new 8-part series, takes viewers on a journey across America to uncover the country's 100 favorite novels and the people who love them. In the process, we're hoping that you'll help by voting on your favorite novel. I'm standing outside of the legendary Algonquin Hotel here in Midtown Manhattan, and you may be wondering, how exactly does this hotel factor in the Great American Read? Well, as far as the Algonquin is concerned, it's the cornerstone of their foundation and one of literary legacies. Let's go inside. We're at the Algonquin Hotel, and joining me is Kevin Fitzpatrick. Kevin, and we're sitting here at this legendary spot. What can you tell me about this Algonquin Roundtable?
Right after World War I, a group of writers, critics, publicists, Broadway folks started meeting here for lunch 6 days a week for 7 or 8 years. Every day where they would come in, there was about 16 people around the table. They would have a wonderful time cracking jokes, talking about the news, talking about their latest stories. Then what they said was usually reported in the next day's newspapers. New York had 20 daily newspapers at the time, and so those columnists were repeating what was said around the table. So 99 years before Twitter, what was being said at the round table was going to go coast to coast right away.
Talk about the people that sat here. I mean, was it something that was official? How did it start? And what were some of the things that they would be talking about?
Sure. So the roots of the round table are in Paris because many of the members were in France during World War I. When the war ended, there was a welcome back to luncheon for Alexander Woollcott, who at the time was the chief dramatic critic for the New York Times. They had a welcome back to New York get-together for him, and who they invited were the cream of the crop of writers and columnists and Broadway folks. And so who was coming here were people associated with Vanity Fair and Vogue and the Times and the New York World, New York Tribune. And so what they were talking about was what they were working about or shows they had just seen. You know, at the time, Broadway had 80 Broadway theaters, and today we have about 35 or so. So it's a bigger theater scene as well. So there's a lot to talk about.
Any of them that kind of jumped out to you? You have any favorites?
Sure. Well, you're sitting in Robert Sherwood's seat. And so he won 4 Pulitzer Prizes. So maybe that mojo will, soak that up. My favorites are Dorothy Parker, from the Upper West Side, a poet, a writer, critic. Robert Benchley from Massachusetts, and Frank Adams from Chicago. He was really a very important columnist because what he was doing is he was publishing contributions from future all-stars, people like James Thurber and Edna St. Vincent Millay and Dorothy Parker. So he was giving them a leg up. And so, those are just a few of the more than 30 members that started coming here.
What is it about Dorothy Parker that attracts you so much to her character?
I think, like a lot of people, why I'm drawn to Parker is she was just a really great New Yorker, and she was really ahead of her time, and so that really, kind of a rebel. So I really like that about her, that streak.
And Harold Ross is also someone that was part of the round table as well, yes. Right?
Harold Ross's wife, Jane Grant, founded the New Yorker right here. Ross and Grant met in Paris. He was with Stars and Stripes. She was a volunteer in France. They met during World War I. They came back to New York, got married. They banked one salary and lived on the other, and it was always their goal to launch a magazine. And so what they did is they said to people, well, we have this editorial board. We have Dorothy Parker, we have Mark Connelly, we have Frank Adams. Now those folks had absolutely no intention of working for Ross. They kind of thought he was, kind of a fool. But they did right for him. And so it was with that kind of push from the group that got the magazine off the ground in 1925.
But is it safe to say without this roundtable, the New Yorker wouldn't be what it was?
Absolutely. There would be no New Yorker without the Algonquin Roundtable. Because Ross was a non-entity. He only had an 8th grade education. And so he came to New York as a nobody, and it was through the connections he made in this room that got the magazine off the ground. And the magazine is doing fantastic. It just won a Pulitzer Prize last month. All of that is attributed to the folks that met in this room.
This is 99 years ago. You think 20 years ago you might not imagine what the world is now and the kind of influence that someone would have on it. How has this roundtable, or how does it still influence popular culture today?
What I always say is you see echoes of them in other writers, whether it's David Sedaris or Tina Fey or Nora Ephron. They definitely have that DNA of the Algonquin Round Table in them.
What is it that, if anyone was going to take one thing or something notable about this round table, about the people that sat here, about this hotel, what's that thing that you want people to know about it?
If there's one thing you should know about the Round Table, it's not just the witty things they said. You know, they wrote some fantastic, timeless pieces. You know, Edna Ferber wrote Showboat, which is the first, big musical. Herman Mankiewicz, his experience here gave him the background to write Citizen Kane, the greatest movie of the 20th century. So they've really gone on to leave behind really great works. Someplace in the U.S., someone is performing a George S. Kaufman play, whether it's a high school, community theater. Someone is doing The Man Who Came to Dinner. Someone is doing The Royal Family. So what they've left us is this legacy of really great writing.